about that. First of all, I'll give you all the reasons why in a couple minutes here, but first of all, in case you guys don't know me, I'm Lisa Haster. I am a Minneapolis-based estate planning attorney. My law firm, I'm the owner and founder, is Metropolitan Law Group, and we're based in Minneapolis, but we're in 7 locations across the Twin Cities, so we're really easy to find. I have a background in, I was a collections attorney, so I took judgments against people, and I went after their assets. And so now I'm kind of a good guy, and actually I help my clients' families protect their assets from creditors, from probate court, from opportunists, you name it. We help them out. We make life easy for their loved ones if something happens to them or when they pass. So now that you know a little bit about me, I want you to repeat after me. Will equals probate court. Will equals probate court. Probate court. So if you have a will, you are going to automatically land yourself in probate court. It doesn't matter what your will says. Your will could say, I want my house to go to my son Jerry. Your will could say, I want my minor children to be raised by my sister-in-law Kathy. It doesn't matter what it says. It's not up to you. Probate court is simply a court action where an estate, including the will that's executed by the owner of the estate, we call it the grantor, that will is pushed into a court action, and all decisions regarding distribution of assets and how minor children are going to be, who's going to be appointed guardians, whether temporary or permanent, that is all decided by a judge. Now the problem with that is the judge has never met you. So the judge doesn't understand your parenting values. Melissa, hey lady, how are ya? Good to see ya. The probate court judge doesn't know you, odds are, right? And they're making decisions about your children's future, who's going to raise them for the rest of their lives. This can be a little bit scary for some people, a little bit uncomfortable. Another issue with probate court is it's really, really time intensive. And I'm seeing it get stretched out longer and longer and longer. And in fact, I have a case right now in action that we commenced in probate court 4 years ago in Cross Lake, and believe it or not, it's uncontested. So 2 siblings, they are the beneficiaries, and they agreed upon everything going right into this, but we still have not closed the estate after 4 years. So this is us going in and out of court, time after time, filing documents. The expense is outrageous. They are paying the taxes, the insurance, the upkeep on the home that they don't live in. And I'm seeing this more and more. 3.5, 4 years, pretty common. Kids can't access the money. It's a scary thing, you guys. So along with it being long, it gets really expensive, and the judge is ultimately deciding who's going to handle all the affairs and how the assets are going to be distributed. So kind of a pain. So let's jump right into this. I want to talk to you about the 4 things that are guaranteed to get you to probate court if all you have is a will. Okay? The first one, minor children. Again, if you have minor children, I don't care if you've agreed with your next door neighbors, no matter what, if something happens to you, they're in charge, they're going to raise your children. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way unless you put a trust in place to get those protections so that a judge never has the opportunity to decide who is the best person fit for the job to raise your kids. Okay, so the first thing that will always take you to probate court, even if you have a will, minor children. Second, real estate. If you own any real estate, including your home, and you don't have it properly titled before you pass, bam, probate court. Okay? The third thing, creditors. If you have creditors, if you're paying on your mortgage, if you've got a car payment, most of us have creditors. It's life, it's reality. It's okay, but we need to put protections in place so that creditors can't bring a claim against our estate, and then the next thing you know, your loved ones, your children's money is being fought for by creditors. Okay, we can prevent that too, all right? Finally, if you're a resident of Minnesota, and if you're watching this in the replay, you guys, it might actually increase a little bit in 2020, but I believe right now, if your total assets are greater than $176,000, so, you know, not that high, you don't have to be rich to have this apply to you, that's another misconception. If your total assets are greater than $176,000, your estate is going to probate court when you pass. Okay, so now if you're someone my age and your parents, sorry Lola, I know you're gonna kill me. Your parents are getting up there in age, okay? Who do you think is gonna have to manage all this when they pass? Someone has to step up, and more than likely it's going to be you or one of your siblings. Do you really wanna be set up so that you're spending the next 2 to 4 years of your life going in and out of court, dealing with a lawyer like me? I mean, I think I'm pretty nice and easygoing, but come on. You can do more important things with your money, right? And you have to front the cost of this. That's another thing that people don't understand. This gets really expensive. If you just do a little bit of estate planning up front, you can ensure none of this happens, and you're eliminating probate court altogether, okay? So you guys, there is hope for you. You need to chat with someone like myself who specializes in estate planning and probate actions, and we can help you out. We can get all this put in place, okay? And if you know somebody who you want to take a look at this video, please share it, maybe tag them in the comments. And I've got a book I put out, you guys, The Ultimate Guide to Protecting Your Family and Assets from Uncle Sam, Opportunities, Uncertainty, and Probate. And I'll be happy to give out the digital copy to anyone who wants to. They can pass this along to their parents so they don't land in a similar situation. And if you want to keep it confidential, I understand that. Just send me a direct message if you're not my friend already. Send me a friend request, get me a direct message asking for a digital copy of my book, and if you send me your email, I'll be happy to do that for you guys. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful holiday season. I'm Lisa Haster, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye-bye, guys.